So I'm going to go ahead and welcome everybody to this week's SC1 Factory Call. Super excited to be here as your host. Marcy is my name, and Dr. Dondi is working tonight. He's covering for a doctor that's on vacation. And so you guys get to hang out with me. And many of you may be looking for us on Facebook, but guess what, guys? This is why we encourage you to hop on with us on Zoom, because sometimes we don't have great internet connection, or Facebook and Zoom don't play nice. And so tonight I am not able to stream live, but we will upload this recording as soon as we're done. So as always, if you are not subscribed to the TFR, the Team Freedom Marines YouTube channel, please make sure that you utilize this QR code to be able to go in there, get yourself subscribed, ring the bell to get notifications so that you are up to date on everything that we upload, whether it's training, opportunity presentations, and who knows what we might come up with. But that's the place to go to find it. It's a great resource for the T part of ITT when you're sharing this information with new prospects. And then, of course, our Zooms are every Tuesday night, and it is always the same Zoom ID, and the passcode stays the same. So make sure that you save that into your calendar as well. And as you can see, hopping on Zoom is always the best bet. So the announcements for this week, all of this information you can find in your email from corporate. So make sure that you are receiving those emails. This is just a quick reminder for you to go and find that. So number one, gosh, guys, we're running for another incentive trip. And if you can reach 45 points by the 15th of the month, you can qualify to be part of the test group for the new product that is going to be released at the event in Dallas. So please make sure that you're working hard. If you've got questions about how to qualify for that, all of the information is on your replicated website, as well as a couple weeks ago, we went through a download of how to qualify, how to earn those points. You can always go back to the YouTube channel, find those recordings to get the details. And then, guys, I don't know if you saw it or not, but we are expanding again internationally, and this time it's into Iceland. So if you know anybody that knows anybody that's in Iceland, make sure that you connect with them and let them know that, hey, you've got a great opportunity to be one of the first to bring this company, these products into that country. There is going to be the very first opportunity call to let people know all the details on August 20th. Make sure that you're keeping an eye on your emails as well as the Facebook pages from LifeVantage for all of the details that will be coming soon. Now, there was a new Activation Nation podcast dropped just this week. Why GLP-1 might be more important than you think. So make sure that you are connected and being able to go and listen to those podcasts. And then just another reiteration on the importance of Project 2030 and the progress that we are making. This is a big deal. We were just in Ohio with yes, it is a great podcast, isn't it? So we were just in Ohio with the Amish, and they're really particular about the ingredients. And there's many people that have been asking a lot of questions. And when they saw the new D3 come out, because D3 is huge in the Amish community, they were thrilled that we have started making progress towards the commitment that LifeVantage made in removing any questionable ingredients. Now, when I say questionable, let me tell you something. They're not horrible for you. They just are something that we can do without. And so they're shifting our products into an even cleaner and more effective realm for us. And so the first one is the D3 plus capsules that have been shipped already. Okay, so this is a really big, urgent thing, okay? The League of Leaders Leadership Retreat recap with Chris and Sarah Smith and myself is happening tomorrow, okay? You want to be on this Zoom. It's at 4 p.m. Mountain Time, 6 p.m. Eastern Time. Don't miss it. There's going to be a special invitation for you to participate in an 8-week 7 Habits training. I know that seems weird, but we're going to actually go through what you can look forward to this coming Saturday as the first week. And so then 7 weeks for each one of the habits after that. This is going to be a quick call. We're just going to review what it meant to us to be able to be at corporate, to be part of League of Leaders, what it did to our mindset, what it's doing to us as actual LifeVantage consultants and building our own businesses, as well as just being reminded to leave the things in the past and move forward into the future. But we have got so much stuff that we're going to be bringing to you. And tomorrow's just going to be a quick recap and invitation for you to join us for that 8 weeks. So tomorrow, Wednesday, August 6th, 4 p.m. Mountain Time, 6 p.m. Eastern Time, and the Zoom ID information is right there along with the passcode. So take a screenshot of this. Please let us know. And for those of you that are here on Zoom, please let me know, are you going to be on tomorrow? Say I'm in if you're going to be there tomorrow, because I want to see that we're going to have people buying into this, because it is going to be a big deal and it can completely shift your perspective or your paradigm on a lot of things. Now, Drive 25 Momentum Academy, Dallas, Texas in October. Guys, there's all kinds of sales for flights happening right now. So make sure that you're going and double checking. I love to get our flights early, and then I continuously go in and check the flights. I've already saved like $120 per ticket for us to be able to go to Dallas. So make sure that you get your flights on a sale that's happening right now, and then check it up until that time. And who knows, you might even save some more money. Just make sure you get yourself registered. Use this QR code to do that. It's $99 regular pricing right now, but as we get to the event, it will go up. The only thing waiting does is cost you more money, and we want to make sure that you get to that event. Now, if you have not yet, I think you still might be able to put your input in on what topics you would like to hear for the breakout sessions that are happening at this event. The workshops is where you get to pick and choose what type of training you're going to be receiving. So make sure that you check that out, okay? Awesome, Teresa. I'm so glad that you're going to be on the call tomorrow. April Reinke, awesome. You're going to be there as well. And Carol, freaking fantastic. I'm so excited that you ladies are going to be taking advantage of this because it's going to be a really, really big deal. Please make sure to promote it to your teams that are part of Team Freedom Marines. Make sure they know that they need to be on there tomorrow, because it's going to be a real, it's going to launch you forward. It's going to help you break through. So this challenge, guys, we had one person try to do this and she couldn't get her video uploaded. Okay. So I want to continue it for
yes.
Yes, that's you, April. You're amazing. Thank you. So I want to continue.
But we need to continue it so more people do it.
Yes, exactly. I'm glad that you're up for this. Thank you. So through the 15th of this month, we're going to continue this. If you're registered for Dallas, record a less than 2-minute video sharing your why attending events is so important and a personal story, and then send it to me. And I will get it uploaded to the US Life Vantage consultant page, and I will tag you. And
You're cutting out, I think, Marcy.
Am I cutting in and out? Oh my goodness, guys. Let me see if that helps. Does that help some?
Back?
I'm back.
Yay!
Yes, guys, thank you so much for being patient there. And yes, please do your videos. Please send them to me, and I will get them uploaded for you, because we need to make an impact. We need to help this company. We need to be promoting events louder and louder, because they do so much work to be able to get us there. And we know how important it is for us to be there, right? So promote to your teams to do this. Let's get as many people as possible. Just send your video to me. Just text it or send it in Messenger, and I will get it uploaded to the Facebook page for you and tag you in it, okay? Because this is important. And by the way, thank you for letting me know that you couldn't hear me before. I just kept talking. So, all right, so let's get on with this call. We are here to talk about cold market mastery this week. Last week, we talked about the gold mine that you have in your warm market. And so warm market is what we've been surrounded by for so many years, and they know, like, and trust us already, right? But we're limited sometimes on the amount of people that we have to talk to. And so moving into the cold market and being able to master it, it's going to give you the opportunity to build your confidence. It's going to open up and expand your whole universe, because there are over 8 billion people on planet Earth, right? And your warm people is how many? A few hundred? Maybe 500, 600, depending on who you are. Well, your cold market is everybody outside of that. And if there's 8 billion people, that's a whole lot of people that you can expand your opportunity into. So what is the cold market? So the cold market are people that you don't know yet and they don't know you yet. You haven't built trust with them. You haven't been around them long enough and been able to share with them how amazing you are, because every single one of you are freaking fantastic. You just haven't been able to show that to those people that are out there in the world. How about all of those social media strangers? There are over 3.4 billion at least people that are on social media. And I think that was Facebook alone. And so take in Instagram and TikTok and all of the different platforms that are out there. There's also all of the event attendees. If you go to different things, and by the way, event attendees, I don't mean our corporate events, obviously, because our corporate events are people that you're not prospecting, right? But I'm talking about when you go outside your house and you go to other things, get involved and go and put yourself out there to where there's people that you don't know. And then, of course, community contacts. These are people that might not quite know you yet, that you can build on that relationship to build up the know, like, and trust factors. And then the biggest and the most undertapped pool of prospects is your cold market. Like I was saying before, you've got your warm market that's hundreds of people, but that cold market is billions. So why do most people avoid the cold market? It's because they're afraid. It's because they don't know what they don't know. And it's kind of a fear of the unknown, right? When you don't know who these people are, you don't know exactly what they're going to be bringing in to your life and into your family and into just your energy overall. Some people might avoid it because they don't know what to say. They'd like to have a script, but they don't have one, right? Or they don't have a strategy on how to approach cold market people. And maybe you're someone that feels salesy when you're just reaching out to somebody that you don't know, because you're not really having a conversation with them. You're just kind of intruding into their lives and wanting to share what's important to you without knowing what's important to them. So how can you master the cold market and gain confidence? Well, we want to make sure, first of all, that you're secure in your belief. You need to be secure in your belief of network marketing, of our amazing opportunity, this company and our products. And we need to be really well and far down the road of building belief in yourself. And that last one is really the most important one, so that you can have the posture. Having the belief in all of those things is going to build your posture. And when you feel confident and you feel bulletproof pretty much, that's when you're not feeling like you're pressuring someone. You know how to have a conversation and ask questions. You also have an amazing system that you can plug into to be able to have that correct posture as well. When you have the right posture, it's easy to ask questions, to listen to their response, and then you can sort on whether or not there's somebody that's going to go into your prospect list or not, right? Perfect example of this. When we were in Ohio, actually, there's been so many examples of this. I've been told no a lot lately, and that's okay, because not everybody is meant to be in our business, right? And we don't want everybody in our business. Well, let's talk about when we were on the train for Dondi's birthday. The guy that was in charge of the car that we were in, he was so outgoing. He was so exciting. He was happy to serve. He had great conversation capabilities, and he was just entertaining, right? And he took such great care of us. I was instantly thinking, oh my gosh, I hope he keeps his options open, right? Well, I happened to find out that his girlfriend was working a couple cars down. And when Dondi and I went and walked through the train, we ran into her. And so while we were having a conversation with her, she was the coolest as well. And so I was like, you know what, I'm going to ask her. I'm going to ask her if they keep their options open. I mean, because their boyfriend, girlfriend had been for years. They're pretty much a thing. And so if she says, yeah, she keeps her options open and that they'd love to take a look, then more likely he does too. Well, I asked her the question. I'm like, hey, you know what? You're amazing. Your personality is exactly the type of personality that we're always looking for. And the way that your boyfriend's taking care of us and how cool you've been just in this time that we've been talking, you have total, characteristics of people that we're looking for to see if they keep their options open. Do you keep your options open in how you make money, in addition to what you're already doing? And she's like, I don't know. We really love what we're doing and we have so much fun with it. And we really haven't been, we really aren't. And so I was like, hey, that's okay. You're amazing at what you do. And so I just complimented her more and just kind of left it at that because she was pretty set in what she was saying to me. And I'm not going to sit and try to convince someone that is so sure that they're not open, right? And so that's what it means by sorting. So asking questions, listening, truly listening to what they're saying, not what you want to hear. Oh, maybe I can convince her. Oh, maybe if I say this, oh, maybe. No. And then you can sift and sort on who you continue with in offering to take a look at our information because it's not for everyone or it's not for everyone right now, right? And then make sure that as you're getting through this process that you use your system. Use ITT, the Invite Tool Team System. It's there for a reason. Way too often, and I'm guilty of this myself, I have in the past had a runaway mouth. The propelling vomit of information because I got excited because someone was so excited to hear what I had to say and I have a lot to say. And so I just kept going, and then kicked myself in the butt afterwards. Have you guys ever experienced that? Because I absolutely have. And yet now that we have this simple system, the I is invite, you simply find out if they're interested in taking a look, and then you share a tool with them. And then you progress into the team, right? To get their questions answered, to ask for them to join you for all of the good things that your team can do for you. So mastering this is going to give you the confidence to be able to open up the whole rest of the world into your network. And obviously you're not the only LifeVantage consultant, but when you think about how many LifeVantage consultants we have, between 60 to 70,000 active people globally, there's a whole heck of a lot of people for each one of us to reach out to, right? So let's talk a little bit about social media prospecting and strategy, okay? So once you are on social media and you've got some friends, you've got some people that you're following and you're seeing the stuff that they're posting, you want to make sure that when you see a post of a prospect, someone you'd like to put on your list that is interesting to you and that you think is a value add post, make sure that you give value add back in your comment, okay? So do it intentionally. Don't just give a heart or don't just say, that's awesome, or don't just say, yeah, I like that. Give a intentional response, right? An intentional response. And I would even encourage you to use value add responses with at least 6 words or more, okay? Because first of all, the algorithm likes that. And it's going to help you start a conversation with someone. They'll look to yours so much more than someone that just says nice post, right? So make sure that you use value adds in your comments and with 6 words or more. Use story polls, curiosity posts, lives, anything that will get people to interact with you. Now, I love live videos. Now, just the only thing about live videos is it will initially get you more interaction because you're live, but Facebook specifically is deleting live Facebook posts, which is another reason why we should just do these Tuesday calls on here and then upload the recording, right? Because then it doesn't get deleted by Facebook because they are deleting live Facebook posts in 30 days. So they're only up there for 30 days, right? And so I would say use story polls, curiosity posts, go live to get the interaction because the algorithm likes that, but then they dump your content. So you make sure that you download the video after you have done the live. And then when you're sending a direct message to someone, whether you say DM or PM, DM direct message, PM private message, means the same thing, right? You want to start conversations in this, not go directly into your sales pitch, right? Because we're not here to just sell someone. We're here to create that relationship to where you can build the bond of them getting to know you, deciding if they like you, and whether or not they're willing to trust you, okay? And then transition after you've got these conversations going for a little while and you ask them, hey, do you keep your options open, to ITT. Because when you use the invite tool team system, that's when these conversations then can be very intentional in moving into your SC1 factory, helping you to bring in customers, helping you to bring in consultants, and then moving them towards being SC1s with that 2,000 in group sales volume. So networking events and health fairs. So I love these, and I wish Joe Maki was on here because he has become such a master at doing these, right? He has been, I think he's done 4 of them in the last 3 months, to where he's gathered additional people's information that are signing up and putting their names and numbers down because they're interested in learning more about what he's doing, right? And so at these, you want to go into it knowing and not planning on selling product. Okay. You are there to help educate and connect with people, to be able to get their information so that you can follow up with them utilizing the ITT system. And so keeping it simple, having before and after photos, some of the pamphlets that we have that have the beautiful information on the products for people to look through, samples of Axio, samples of collagen, the things that we know people love the taste of, and Axio is demonstrable within a short time of period, and they can feel a difference, right? So Axio is always a great sampling product. So make sure that when you're there, that your intent is to connect and to have them be interested in signing up for additional information to where you can move it into the ITT. So utilizing samples for your conversations and being able to move into a further relationship with them. And then following up with intention. This means that you are not going to let more than 72 hours go by without following up. And I would say within 24 to 48 hours, you want to make sure that you follow up with those people to make sure that they don't forget who you were, what they signed up for, and you're going to be sharing with them, right? And then again, getting back to just guiding these conversations, utilizing ITT, invite, tool, and team, because you're not in this alone. We're building this business together. So build a referral engine. Now, this is kind of shifting gears a little bit, because we're now going to be talking about how you can utilize cold market through something that is, through someone that's already a warm market of you. We're going to dive into their warm market. And so you're going to go to your customers that have told you the benefits that they've been getting because you've been following up with them because you're giving good customer care, right? And you're going to find out, first of all, it's like, and one of the things I like to do is that when we get notification that our customers have their product dropping, I like sending them a message saying, hey, I just got notified that you're going to have an order dropping soon. I just wanted to check in, see how you're doing. What benefits are you noticing? Asking them those questions, right? Do you have any questions? And asking, so that you can get that response from them. Take note of that. And after they've been your customer for 60, 90 days, and they're giving you these reviews that are so great, ask them, first of all, hey, would you mind if I post that on social media? And then that's going to help you plug into cold market of people that don't know you, right? But then on top of that, you're going to ask them, it's like, oh my gosh, who do you know? Who do you know that would love these same exact benefits that you're experiencing? Or who do you know that is struggling in their health? Or who do you know that's struggling in their finances that would like to have the same experiences that you're having? And then that's where you can expand your cold market utilizing their warm market, right? And then you want to create, or you can create, a referral incentive. And so one of the things that I have done is that when someone refers 3 people that become customers, then I give them a free product of their choice. They don't want to be a consultant. I've asked them, hey, are you sure you don't want to be a consultant? No, I just want you to get this, and I love the products, and it's like, fantastic, thank you so much. Well, how about for every 3 new customers that start with me that you've referred, you can pick a product of your choice. And I generally keep it in like the under $100 type thing. But you can create your own referral incentive and offer that to your customers that are so happy. And then start consultant conversation with these same people that are referring other customers to you. Just make sure that they know, it's like, hey, this is how much money you could be making if you just became a consultant and you get the products at a lower price. right? So start that conversation, because to be an SC1 yourself, you have to have an additional consultant in your business. And then, of course, we want to be helping those people do the same. And then again, do you guys see the key common denominator that we keep talking about here? ITT. It's because it's that important. Keeping it simple with ITT so that we can make sure that you have things kept simple and not over vomiting on people. We want to make sure that you're bringing in the team when it's right to bring in the team, all of the good stuff. April, did you raise your hand for something? No? Okay, it looked like I got a notification that you raised your hand, so perfect. All right, so let's keep on going here. All right, so online community and engagement. So this is something where on Facebook specifically, LinkedIn has it as well. You can go and you can search for groups that are relative to the things that you're interested in, as well as to wellness, business ownership, entrepreneur, being a parent, hobbies, perimenopausal, whatever your niche is, you can go and find an online community to be part of. Now, when you do that, what you're going to be able to do is you're then going to be able to start adding value in the group. So after you join these groups, there's always rules. Make sure that you don't violate the rules, because if you violate the rules, then you can get ex-nayed, kicked out of the group, or you can be put on Facebook group jail for 30 days. I mean, there's all kinds of things that can happen, and you don't want that to happen, because you want to utilize these groups. You want to be respectful. You want to bring value to the group. So you want to offer tips. When someone asks a question or makes a post, make sure that you are utilizing the same strategy with at least 6-word answers, and answering with something that could create some curiosity. Okay, we want to start those conversations with people. You want to add value on posts as well as in the comments of posts that you're reviewing, and then make sure that you're not pitching on the actual group. In the actual group, you will get banned from the group if you are pitching your products. Even if somebody asks, "Hey, who knows about the best natural energy boost that they're, what are you using?" type things. It's like, "Hey, I've got a great one that has helped me with this, this, and this. If you'd love more information, it's like, I'd love to chat." Or just be really cautious. Just be really cautious. Just add a lot of value in those groups. And then those that engage back and forth with you a couple times, don't have everything there in the comment thread, because you don't want to take over somebody else's post, but especially if it's the person that made the post and they're going back and forth with you, take it into the DM and have the conversation there, because then that way you're not like putting everything out there for everybody else that's not interested. And you're able to get into those actual questions that are going to get you somewhere if you're in a private message. And then transition from that adding value inside of the community to the private message, to where you can then roll into the invite tool team after you've had the chance to create that relationship and have some commonality. You've asked the questions to know if there's someone that could actually be interested in what you have to offer and are open. Because remember the girl on the train? We're not here to like pressure anybody. We want the willing. We want the ones that may not completely know that they're ready yet, but they are open. Now, meetup, volunteer, and interest-based communities. There are so many things out there, guys. You can go and you can search Google. You can even go to ChatGPT and say, "Hey, do a deep dive and find me the best community-based opportunities to network that are free in my area for people that love to hike, or for people that are super interested in health and wellness." So it'll give you a whole list of the ones that are in your area. So ChatGPT is so much better than Google, because they have access to all of the search engines, where Google just does Google, right? Even Google's like the hugest thing there. But once you get into these, now it's going to be very much the same as if you were in an online group. You don't want to go and just start giving all the information to everybody. You want to serve in the group. You want to see what you can do to help someone else with whatever they are excited about and what they're looking to do. You want to be a great participant in the group first, and be able to add value. Don't start selling until it's your turn to sell. Now, consistency earns trust. So you want to make sure that you're showing up to these events as well as on a regular basis, and that you are adding the value consistently. And then find the natural opportunity to invite. People love to share about their pains. They talk about what's uncomfortable in their physicality, what they're fighting. They talk about, in relationships. They talk sometimes even about money when you get to a point of them trusting you. And so it's at those times that you can say, hey, you know what, if I knew something that could help you with that, would you be interested in taking a look at it? Right? So those are the type of things that you want to do to find the natural opportunity to invite them to take a look. And obviously, when you ask someone if they're open, then they are, you're entering into the ITT system. So you're doing everything perfectly. So good job. So use ITT to convert relationships into results, getting new customers and new consultants. All right. So the call to action for this week, and I hope you guys are utilizing the call to actions that we're using on these calls each week, because what they're doing is they are designed to lead you to the next steps, or to help you open up your database to that whole new market, that whole new world, right? Or to get you talking to new people, getting you to have those conversations. So each week, these calls to action are important. And this week's call to action is to start 5 cold market conversations this week. So whether you're just somebody that you come across and you start a conversation with them, asking them some questions, learning about them, counts as one of these cold market conversations. It can be online, it can be on social, it can be in a networking group. Okay, so this will help you add 5 new names to your SC1 tracker. If you don't have an SC1 tracker, it can be even a list of paper of prospects that you have. We do have a Team Freedom Reigns tracker that is in boards. It's also on the Facebook page. It has I can't remember what they call it, in the featured. So go and find that if you would want to have something to print out to be able to put your information in there. And then follow ITT on at least 3 conversations, okay? And use one new strategy that was shared today. So guys, I appreciate you coming in here and being with me for this call live, because I believe it's important for us to be together and to be in community, and we need to work together to get more people on this Zoom. But our final thought for today is that you're either expanding or you're expiring. Just like Dr. Dondi talks about, you're either activating or you're deteriorating, right? It is the same thing in your business. You're either expanding your group of people that you're talking to, your prospect list, or it's shrinking because you're shrinking. And we don't want that for you. You don't deserve that. You deserve to achieve everything that you desire. And part of the way you get that is by expanding your database. So expand or expire. The comfort zone is a beautiful place, but nothing ever grows there. So let's get uncomfortable. Let's start those conversations, and let's get your database to where it's limitless, because that is exactly what you can do utilizing these cold market strategies. So thank you so much for being on here with me, guys. I appreciate you. Is that a whole list, Dr. Pat? I love that. I love that. Hey, April, thank you guys seriously for being on here. Carol and Kathy, I see that you're on here, but I don't know. Here comes Carol's face. Hi, Teresa. It's so good to have you back on here again, too. We've missed you so much. But yeah, let's really make sure that we get people watching these recordings. I will upload this recording as soon as I'm done here. And get on that call tomorrow. Kathy, I don't know if you're working tomorrow, but at 3 o'clock our time, 3 o'clock Pacific time, there is a special Zoom. So please make sure that you go back into this recording once I upload it and check it out, because we'd love to have you there.